Hey, how's it going everybody? My name is Python and welcome back to Vintage Story. Let's have a bit of a look at our crops to kick things off here. What have we got? 7 out of 9s and 6 out of 9s on the flax. What we do have is 11 out of 11s on the soybeans. Yeah, 43 soybeans in total. Very nice. So now we only have the flax to wait for, and then that will be it for this particular cropping year. Now in today's episode, my friends, what I'd very much like to do as an episode end goal is to make my first ever bits of iron gear. Now, so far as I can remember from my previous Vintage Story series I did over at the PythonGB channel, making iron is actually quite the lengthy, time-consuming and resource-consuming process. Resources required include fire clay for fire clay bricks. Oh, are you kidding me? A light temporal storm is approaching. Mate, I'm trying to upgrade my tier of gear. You turd. Now, this is interesting. I was always under the impression, for whatever reason, that you had to combine red clay with blue clay alongside the powdered flint in order to make the fire clay. But no, look at this. You can actually use all one type of clay. Well, that actually makes things far, far easier. Had it been the case that we needed blue clay, yeah, that would have been quite difficult because I don't have any blue clay deposits. In fact, at all. Like, I've literally not discovered a single one, incredibly. I don't know how that's come to pass, but yeah. Red clay, red clay, red clay, red clay, red clay, red clay, red clay everywhere. Anyway, I guess before we go getting into the iron making side of things, we have a temporal storm to deal with. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of hope that me staying on my base, that'll be enough to keep us alive. I guess there is one thing we can do while we're back at base here. Calcined flint chunks. Oh, dearie me. That is not a lot of flint, is it? I'm gonna need quite a heck of a lot more than that, my friends. But anyways, I digress. What you do is you put the flint in the fire pit, and as you can see, calcined flint chunks. I wonder if I've got a little bit of time to head out and maybe go grab some flint from that flint ore vein I think we spotted a while ago. Oh, hello there, boar. I mean, I don't know about you folks, but I will most certainly take more meaty doodles. Go on, go bye-byes there, buddy. An enormous thank you for all of your lovely support throughout this series, my friends. I very, very much do appreciate it. And I do apologize for the fairly lengthy delay since the last episode. I've actually had a good amount of stuff going on IRL lately. I went to Chippy Gaming's wedding not too long ago, and I've also completely reorganized, like literally started it from scratch. I reorganized my office, had a bit of a clear out and clean out. Alongside it, I did like a fresh Windows installation as well. So yeah, everything's feeling quite fresh in my mind in my office here. Oh, get out of town. There's another boar nearby. Bro, we're gonna have meat for days here. Creature weight decent. What does that mean for the yields? 6. Anyway, no more distractions. Flint is what we need, and flint is what we're going to get. Let's see what we can get. How big even are these flint veins? Are they like super, super large? Can you get loads and loads of flint from these bad boys? I certainly hope so. Ah, really? That's the end of that vein right there? Oh, wait, no, hang on. There's another one right here. Any more behind it? No. Oh, man. Come on. What's this? Borax. Hey, this is pretty good, isn't it? We'll come back to that borax later on, only it is something we're going to be needing for another project I'm going to be taking on probably in the next episode. For now, though, let's get ourselves back to base. We've got ourselves a slightly more healthy supply. Looks like we've got quite a lot of other stuff we can do while we're back at base here as well. We can cook ourselves some fat so we can seal some more of our crocs here. So there we are. Get those bad boys lit up, and then we need to get ourselves up the top here. Let's add some fuel in there and get those bits of flint cooking. So, time to relocate a bunch of these crocs, get them sealed as well, of course, and then, yeah, oh man, are we gonna have a good supply of food for the upcoming winter, which, by the way, isn't a million miles away. Look at this. We're in October now. And talking of food, we have quite a heck of a lot of ingredients to work with here. We've got plenty of veggies. We've got quite a lot of mushrooms here as well. I went on a little bit of a scavenge hunt since the last episode, so that's looking pretty good. And then, yeah, we've got grains and we've got berries. I don't think there's anything else we're going to need food-wise for the upcoming winter. Wait, smelting temperature 1,000 degrees Celsius? Oh, for goodness sake, Python. Maybe you should have looked at that before you started the smelting process. In which case, yeah, not even peat will do the job. Okay, looks like it's going to have to be brown coal. Holy crap, does this take a long time to heat up? Wow, this is going to take quite some time. Well, it's not like we don't have anything to do while the flint is cooking up. We've got a temporal storm to deal with, haven't we? So, yeah, we're going to have ourselves a fun time. Can we maybe speed this thing along just a little bit? Like, if I was to head to bed, I imagine we would wind up skipping to the point where the temporal storm actually rolls on in, right? Oh, yep, there we are. It's imminent. And right, here we are. Temporal storm time. At least it's a light one again. We're still yet to see a heavy one in this world. But you know what? I'm actually kind of happy with that. So then, come on then. Try it, you sons of guns. Oh, hello. Yeah, I actually can't see a darn thing. Right, maybe I need to put a torch down there. Right, now I can see. Oh, yeah. Oh, my friends, we might be able to farm these guys out like an absolute champion. Oh, drifters and shivers and bowtons, where y'all at, buds? Come on, roll up on me here, see what happens. Yeah, I realized we might have wasted a bunch of brown coal getting this here fire pit up to temperature. I should have used peat first and then got this up to 900 and then chucked the coal in, but, ah, well, what's done is done, I guess. Whoa, corrupt drifter! A new challenger approaches! Oh, he ran away. You little wuss. Ah, finally, the flint is up to temperature, and thankfully, although it does only smelt one at a time, the arrow does fill up very, very quick. So, yeah, the time-consuming part is just getting the flint up to temperature, it would seem. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Okay, temporal storm is waning. Well, that was a rather short temporal storm. Tainted Bowtorn. Yeah. You're done there, Sonny Jimbo. There we are. Another temporal storm survived against. And here we are, my friends. The final bit of calcined flint chunks. So what you do with this is you turn it into powdered calcined flint. And then that is what you use to make the fire clay with. So what we need is a quern. So 2 sticks, a chisel, a hammer, and 4 rock blocks. 1 claystone rock block there. We should be able to get another one from up here. The good news is as well, I already had 1 claystone rock block. So, yeah, this should be the last one I'm now getting here. There we are. Okay, right. So, what was it? It was this, and then hammer, and then chisel. Or the other way around? Or I've got this the wrong way round? Or you can't make a claystone quern. Ah, bugger. In which case, I've just wasted some valuable pickaxe durability on that. Okay. Well, this over here, this looks like granite, right? So, maybe we can grab some granite rock blocks. Ah, we've run out of our last copper pickaxe. I guess we don't have much choice now, aside from to re-upgrade to our tin bronze one. And here we are, the last of the granite that we needed. Right now, my friends, now we should be able to do this. And there we are, granite quern. All right, quern, up until we get ourselves our first bellows of the series for our forge, you can go right on in there. So, we've got the calcined flint chunks. All we have to do is hold right click. Wow. That's actually going pretty quick. Should be able to make a fairly healthy amount of fire clay with the 20 bits we have here. Right. We don't have a lot of clay. No, now that we have a slightly more pressing need for flint, what say we start picking up literally every single bit of flint that we find on the floor? Oh, God, there's a wolf. All right, if I time my attacks very, very well... Ha! Come on, then. Try me! Try me! Yeah, 4 shots. No damage taken. That was a perfect takedown. Ah, yes, that is going to make harvesting this clay way, way easier. Alrighty, 3 stacks of red clay obtained so far. What can we do with all of that in terms of making fire clay? Let's have ourselves a look here. Wow, 2.5 stacks. That's actually pretty good, isn't it? Alright, well, we might as well continue topping off our red clay supply, only we really didn't have a great deal of it back at base. So then, the bloomery is a 2-piece craft. You have to start off with a bloomery base, which is 8 fire clay bricks, and each fire clay brick is gotten via smelting an unfired clay brick, which is this bad boy, the raw fire clay brick. The maths on this, therefore, is what? Half a stack of fire clay for 8 fire clay bricks. Wow, okay. This is actually quite resource intensive, in which case. Anyway, what you have to do with the fire clay is you have to chuck it into a little bit of a pit kiln action. Oh, can only fire up to 12 at once. Interesting. So we take half out of this. We can fill that one up a little bit more, and then we can fill in a third one. So there we are. Get those bad boys filled up. Now we need some sticks and then some fuel, of course. Now it's probably worth noting with the bloomeries, when you chuck the eventual iron ore bits in there, once the iron smelting / cooking process is done, instead of simply taking the iron out of the bloomery, you actually have to smash apart the bloomery to get the iron out. And the bad news is you don't always get all of the resources back needed to make further bloomeries. So yeah, the 40 clay bricks we've been able to make so far, they'll only really get us so far, right? I mean, the base takes, what was it, 8 bricks, and then the little roof bit takes 4. So you need 12 fire clay bricks per bloomery. The good news is, though, on my hunt for that clay, I did pick myself up a whole bunch more flint, and if my maths is anything to go by, this should be enough for just under 2 further stacks of fire clay. I guess while the flint is cooking up, one thing I can show you is I have done some prospecting since the last episode, and we've actually got quite a lot of green splodges on our map now. Ultra high native copper in various other locations. Ultra high cassiterite, albeit with a low quantity there, 0.27. That's not very much. However, if we go to the left of what was our original base area, check this out. Poor hematite. Then we've got decent hematite. Then ultra high hematite. Hematite is an AKA for iron in this game, so to have ultra high and a decent amount of it at 7.14, that's pretty good going. So yeah, at least we know where we can get some iron. Like you guys were saying previously, you should just make prospecting a passive process. Like, if you're kind of bored or stuck for things to do, just go ahead and do some prospecting, see what kind of stuff you have in your world. And here we are, ultra high hematite. Time for a little bit of a snooze to speed everything up. Then I need to go grab myself a bunch more sticks for ladders. Very, very good. We have all of the fire clay bricks cooked up. So I'm thinking we go with 2 bloomeries to kick things off. Then we can use these fire clay bricks here remaining to combine with whatever clay bricks we get as a result of smashing the bloomeries to hopefully make further bloomeries in future. Oh, needless to say, the reason I didn't cook these ones is because I would have rather, you know, been able to smelt 12 at a time rather than wasting a fire pit on just 4. Seems a bit silly to me, no? Come on then, let's have some more meat, shall we? Oh, good lord, okay, that guy just went absolutely flying, and as a result, he almost got away. But that's the fact. He almost got away. Turns out we had the perfect amount of space for these here bloomeries. Ah, very good. All right, that oil lamp can go right there. This is about to become a very, very warm area of our base, isn't it? Wait a minute. A thought occurs. You smelt iron at very, very high temperatures, right? I'm starting to suspect this forge by itself will no longer be enough. If we wanted to break into iron territory, I think we might actually need ourselves some bellows. And the cheapest one we can make is this one here, the crude hide bellows. Oh wait, do we not have to have regular leather? Can it just be, like, just a pelt? Like, if I just take one of these out, will that do the job? So, 4 sticks, then it's rope, then some form of pelt. Does it have to be a larger one? I mean, the good news is I do have larger ones, so let's give it a go. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Oh, no. A hide which has been preserved and will not rot. Thankfully, it's only the first step in leatherworking, which was going to be the thing I did in the next episode, but I guess we're going to have to start on the process right now, aren't we? Soak rawhide in a barrel of lime water or diluted borax. This is where the borax is finally going to come into play, my friends. So, let's get ourselves down under near where our lake is, and let's start going for some borax. Where is it? There it is. Turns out we've still got ourselves a whole ton of lead to be had. This really is a super resource-rich area, isn't it? Quick intermission just to make a whole bunch more fire clay and to convert those immediately into raw bricks. And there we are. That is 2 full 12 loads more of fire clay bricks to be cooked. Nice. Alrighty, so in terms of the bellows, it does turn out it has to be at least a large size pelt. I haven't seen a medium one cycle through the little symbols here, so yeah, okay, very, very good. Good thing we've got a whole bunch then, isn't it? So what we need to do with the borax is chuck it in a quern and do a little bit of rotating action. As you can see, we seem to be getting 2 powder per bit of borax, which is quite good. And there we are, 30 powdered borax. Right, now how do I work with this in terms of making it into diluted borax? Let's go and click on it. So we've got 5 liters of water for every 2 powdered borax, and it gives you 5 liters of diluted borax. So I think the next step for us is making ourselves a barrel, and thankfully they're very, very easy to make. So 3 planks and 4 sticks. While we're at it, should we finally make ourselves a bucket? Yeah, 5 boards and 1 coil. Now we just grab ourselves some water and chuck it in the barrel. And there we are. Each bucket will give you 10 liters. So what's the maths on that? I believe we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 10 liters of diluted borax. Okay, so if we wanted to entirely fill that thing, we're going to need ourselves 4 more buckets of water. Oh, I think I might have messed things up. I should have put all the water in and then did the borax instead of... Yeah, okay. What the... Hey! Get out of here, you stupid spider, dude. How dare you invade my base? Well, it really must be dark around this here area, huh? I really need to get some improved lighting, don't I? So, how much diluted borax do we need to preserve this? Will this do the job? Yeah, it will. Okay, we'll turn into 1 soaked hide after 18 hours of sealing. Well, yeah, let's do that then. So what do we think, my friends? Is it time to finally start mining some iron? I think that'd be a good way to pass the time. Alrighty, food grabbed, rudimentary bed grabbed. I think we're ready to go mine ourselves some iron, presuming we can find it at that ultra high area, that is. Hello, old base area. Oh my goodness me, it is now inhabited by bears and wolves. That's unnerving. Just gotta hope there's not a bunch of bears and wolves protecting where the iron area is. Yeah, here we are. Ultra high hematite. We're not a million miles away now. Here we are. Wait, is that a little cave entrance? We could totally use that as a starting point if so. Yeah. Wow, okay. Very good. Yeah, this will do the job. So, we're going to go for maximum efficiency this time. Now, in order to achieve that, we're going to start off with only a 1x1 block shaft. And then, as we descend here, we are going to only place down a ladder every other block. I just really, 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 really hope that we manage to find ourselves the iron vein before our tin bronze pickaxe runs out. If we don't, we're going to be in some serious trouble. Like, I've literally got like 10 copper bits back at base, which isn't enough to make a pickaxe. I'd have to go all the way back to the panning age. So yeah, vintage story, this is going to be one of those times where I really am going to beg you, please let there actually be iron here. Ah, crap, I just remembered. Well, I say remembered. I forgot to bring my prospecting pick with me. Ah, dang blast it. Ooh, hello. Cave. Interesting. Is there anything to be had in here? Oh, never been a fan of exploring the caves in Vintage Story because there can be any number of dudes hidden around any number of corners. Ah, jeez. Every single thing in my head is telling me this is a terrible idea. We have, like, barely any... Oh, no. I was going to say we have barely any armor left. We don't have any armor left. Oh, no. Oh, we found something. What is this? It is. It's iron. And it's rich iron. Oh, thank you so much there, Cave. I appreciate you. Oh, Deep Drifter. Not appreciating you, though. Oh, wait. Hang on a minute. What is going on here? Why is there, like, 2 of them all of a sudden? Alright, I think we're going to have to be quick about this before a bunch of dudes do indeed spawn on us. Yeah! Rich chunk of hematite. 30 units of iron bloom. I'm really not liking the sound of that wolf howling all the time. I mean, I imagine it's nighttime, right? Yeah, just about. Yeah, it's kind of making me feel a bit uneasy, though. As if there's about to be, like, high-end drifter roll up on me any second. Anyway, fact is, for now, we've got ourselves a load of iron. And it really does seem to be a very decently sized vein we have here, huh? I'm so glad we found this before our tin bronze pickaxe ran out. We've still got like 3/4 of the durability of it. We're going to be able to dig so much iron here. It's going to be unbelievable. Holy crap. This vein does not end. It just doesn't. I'm genuinely staggered. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Iron as far as you can see. I've got well over... Oh my god. Tainted Drifter... This guy could potentially kill me, actually. Yeah, we're actually kind of in trouble health-wise now. Maybe we should have ourselves some poultices here real quick. Am I being super greedy for wanting to stay down here and just grab as much of this iron as humanly possible? I mean, probably, right? Do we really need a ridiculous quantity of iron? I mean, honestly, yeah, probably. Only, it's not just tools that I might want to make with this stuff. Maybe some armor eventually. We've gone without a proper full set of armor for the entirety of the series so far, haven't we? So, yeah, the more of this stuff we get, the more stuff we can make. It really is as simple as that. I simply cannot get over how big this iron ore vein is. We had 3/4 durability on our pickaxe when we started mining this vein. Now we only have about 1/4. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to grab the rest of this iron that's like directly next to us. And then I think we'll call it a day. Over 3 stacks of iron chunks? Are you kidding me? I just, look at it. It never stops. Wow. I think we're done. I think we are done. So if I could just find my way out. Yeah, I seem to remember going down. So me going back up seems the logical way to go. My sword just ran out. Oh my goodness me. It's a good thing I got a ton of iron then, isn't it? I simply cannot believe how much iron we got. Like, seriously, I'm beyond words. So then, my friends... Oh, I just realized the time of day / night. Maybe we should do ourselves a favor here real quick. Please don't get hounded by a bunch of dudes. Please. Pretty please with cherries on top. Oh, thank goodness for that. We didn't get hounded by anyone. So then, my friends, finally, time to get ourselves back to base. I can't believe the amount of iron we got. I know I keep talking about it, but my goodness me. Just a stupid amount. I'm staggered that I managed to find all that without bringing my prospecting pick with me as well. I think that's what you call blind luck, my friends. Just pure blind luck. Oh, now this is interesting. Look at this. The tops of the trees are starting to go slightly discolored now. Wow. Winter is well and truly on its way, huh? Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? We're back by our old coal vein. Oh, go on then. It's always a good thing to get nicely topped off with coal, right? I mean, look at the size of this vein as well. Another endless ore vein. Oh, man. Have I ever told you guys how much I actually genuinely love this game? I really do. You can spend hours mining the same ore vein, it feels like. And the thing is, as well, there's a good amount of skill to finding these various ore veins. For example, coal, it only generates in certain types of stone. Claystone being one of them. Whereas I think in my previous Vintage Story series I did back on the PythonMC channel, we had ourselves quite a heck of a lot of granite all over the place. And granite is a block where coal cannot spawn. In fact, there's a handbook entry called Rock Strata. Shall we have ourselves a bit of a look at this thing? There are 3 general types of stone in Vintage Story. Sedimentary, we've got claystone, which is what we are at right now. Sandstone, limestone, chalk, shale, chert, conglomerate, and bauxite. If we just search coal, as you can see, we've got black coal. They can be found in shale, sandstone, claystone. That's pretty handy to know. We've got chalk, limestone, conglomerate, and chert. And then the brown coal, which is what we've got going on right now, is found, I'm pretty sure, in all the same blocks. So, yeah, like I said, there is a good amount of skill when it comes to mining and knowing where to go to mine certain things. That's what I love about this game. You get rewarded for knowing this stuff. Granted, it's a heck of a learning curve, but by jingo, is it worth it? If you spend the time to learn this game's mechanics, where things spawn, how things work, I think you're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised at how rewarded you feel. Anyway, for now, I think what we'll do is we'll go down to 50 pickaxe durability in the event that I need some of it for some reason in the creation of iron. I mean, I don't think I will, except for to destroy the bloomeries, right? But, yeah, better safe than sorry, right? And hey, we still wound up with a stack and a half more brown coal, and there's probably millions more stacks still to be had from that enormous, massive vein. Quick progress check on our flex. Hey, look at that, we've got some 8 out of 9 starting to crop up now. Growth speed is starting to take a tumble, though, because the amount of potassium in the soil is starting to drain quite a lot. Come on, Flax, you got a little bit left in you. You can grow before time's up on this crop year. At least I certainly hope so. So check it out, my friends. Soaked hide. So far as I can remember, you apply a knife and then you've got scraped hide. Wait, hang on a minute. I think I'm missing something here. Wait, have I been doing this entirely wrong? Created by curing an oiled hide. Oh my word. I have been doing this wrong. Ah. Okay. So we need to go down here. We need to grab ourselves one of these. Right. Then we got to apply some fat to it. So it becomes oiled hide. And then how do we actually cure it again? It doesn't actually say how to cure. Oh, here we go. Oiled hide will cure every time. During this time, the oiled hide can be kept anywhere from the player's inventory to a container or even thrown on the ground. Interesting. So what, if I just keep this on me, it should eventually become a full-on pelt? What if I was to place it on the floor? Let's say there. Will that help speed up the process? Can you even speed up the process? Ah, it says up here, after 2 days on average. That's when it then cures to become just a regular pelt. Bro. Man, that's going to take ages. In terms of how much diluted borax that large hide took, it was 6 liters. Okay, something to try to remember, I guess. So then, what do we think? In the meantime, shall we make a bit of a start on the smelting of this iron stuffs? Oh. Wait, you don't add them to the bloomery? Crush with a hammer to extract nuggets. 6 nuggets per time! Oh my god, we are going to wind up with a ridiculous amount of iron nuggets. So what if we go ahead and chuck ourselves a whole bunch of them in there? Wow, 120 nuggets in each bloomery. Blimey, that's a lot, isn't it? That's the equivalent of what, 6 ingots? Can it be any kind of coal, or does it have to just be charcoal? I'm not entirely sure if brown coal will do the job. No, I didn't think so, because it doesn't have a high enough burn temperature, right? So, in which case, let's grab ourselves the charcoal here. 6 bits of charcoal, is it? Okay, very, very good. So, let's get these bloomeries lit. The very first ones of this series. And then, to really heat things up around here, maybe we finally cook up the second batch of fire clay bricks we made earlier. So, question, just how many nugs can I actually make here? A completely ridiculous amount. Oh my god. And we weren't anywhere close to finishing digging up that iron vein either. We've got over 7 stacks of 128 hematite nugs. Dude, that's just stupid. So, just doing some odd jobs to pass the time. Turns out when it comes to picking up water in a bucket in Vintage Story, it doesn't affect the water flow. Like Minecraft. That's cool. It means I don't have to worry too much about, like, spoiling the look of our lake here. So there we are. That's 1 full barrel of water. And now what we're going to do is we're going to apply a bunch of borax to it. So how many of these do we need to actually do this thing? Yeah! 50 liters of diluted borax. Brilliant. So what was it? 6 liters of diluted borax per big hide. What about the medium ones, though? If I can, like, entirely fill this up, that would be brilliant. Okay, so 12. 12 medium hides. I feel like that is a good way to kick off our leatherworking journey. Now what we're going to do is head back down here. We're going to grab out this one here. We're going to do a little bit of scraping. And then with that, what we need to do is soak the scraped hide in a barrel of weak tannin. How to make tannin? 10 liters of water to a log. So finally, my friends, these trees that we planted very, very early on in the series, they're finally going to get some usage. Nice. As opposed to us having to explore the world hundreds and hundreds of blocks away to try and find ourselves a bunch of trees. Here we are. Don't need too many logs. How many was that anyway? 5. That might do the job, actually. So if we pop in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, can it not be birch? Oak, acacia, oak. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. We need to get lucky enough to find ourselves an oak tree, in which case. Oh, hang on a minute. I think I've spotted not 1, but 2 oak trees. 1 here, 1 over there. Yeah, all right. Let's try this again, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 24 hours we need to wait in order for this water to convert into weak tannin. Wow, we have a lot of waiting to do, don't we, my friends? So, I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to wrap up this episode here. I realize I'm leaving this sort of in the middle of a whole bunch of stuff happening, but in order to keep these episodes a reasonable size, yeah, we're going to kind of split this into a bit of a two-parter. We've got multiple things on the go, haven't we? Iron making, and the beginnings of leather working. So, yeah, next episode, we should hopefully get ourselves a whole bunch of new, amazing stuff. So, if you're excited for that, and if you've enjoyed today's episode, I'd really appreciate it if you consider dropping a like. And of course, if you don't want to miss out on my future vintage story content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. For now, though, my friends, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.